Hey, it's Craig Fisher from TalentNet Media. We are live on both Facebook and LinkedIn right now on the TalentNet Live, TalentNet Media page or TalentNet Events page. If you hear tale of us streaming right now, go find us. And otherwise, you'll see a repeat of this broadcast when I post it out later today and tomorrow. I'm here with Joss LeFrancois from Visage.jobs. Joss and I will be cruising around the HR Technology Conference next week, hunting for cool tech, great partners, and interested employers who are needing solutions to sourcing and recruitment marketing and the recruitment process, and looking to have interesting conversations about what's going on in the market right now. We've got lots of our own case studies that we're going to be sharing in some live broadcasts from the event and at various parties, cocktail hours, get-togethers, and whatnot. Joss, how's it going with you? What's been happening?
Yeah, pretty good. I'm actually, I don't know if I'm excited or anxious about this thing. It's the first in-person conference that I'm going to attend in, what is it, 18 months, 2 years
right.
now?
Yeah.
So I think anxious is kind of more the word. I don't know how to behave anymore. Are we supposed to, what are we going to do? Are we going to exchange business cards, or are we going to scan? We are not supposed to shake anybody's hand.
Right.
But that's going to be a new normal. I think it's, to answer your question, what's new, super exciting year when you look at where we were a year ago, where we thought, talent acquisition was not this sexy thing after all. We are in talent space. We help large employers identify and engage with talent at scale. And a year ago, we didn't think that was an optimal moment to be in that space. But today, my goodness, things have changed a lot. I've heard, 11 million people, 11 million job openings in the US right now. That's more than, we can fill with people who are unemployed. So you get all these job openings. Candidates we always talk about candidate-driven market, but it's even more the case now. You've got choice. There's plenty of jobs out there. And you can really, as a candidate, afford not to apply for jobs. You can wait for recruiters and employers to reach out to you and try to seduce you into their job openings. So, and that's really the problem we are going after, especially in the current context where it seems like there are not enough recruiters in the world. There are apparently more recruiter job openings than software engineers, which is mind-blowing.
That's right.
Right now. So helping really employers scale back up their recruitment levels without needing more headcount, without needing more recruiters. So that's what's been happening. We've been focusing on that message. How can we recruit? How can you be proactive and do passive candidate sourcing without an army of recruiters? So that's kind of what's happening at Visage. We've very excited. Lately, we've onboarded some really nice names. Latest, Google is joining us. We're doing a very large campaign for them, starting in Asia, and it seems like our technology is resonating a lot in the current market conditions.
Yeah, so that's the story right now, right? I mean, it is how can we scale our efforts without hiring more talent acquisition team members, and maybe add someone to coordinate things here and there, but we really don't know what's going to happen. So we don't want to hire a whole new team of recruiters if we don't have to. Plus, our budgets are a little bit stripped. Plus, our business is a little bit off because we can't hire people fast enough. And so there's lots of things, right? And the economy is in an interesting place. Benefits for in the U.S., for unemployment and other things ended in August and here in the first few weeks of September. But it's not going to be a magic switch, right?
I don't believe it's going to be a magic switch. I think there are many more reasons that people on benefit not wanting to, go back to work. I think there is a new reality where some people they don't want to go back to work. They've had, reduced their spend levels, their expenses, or also have had the opportunity to make to increase their income doing extra hours or doing personal investment.
That's right.
So I think what we are seeing in terms of unemployment rate is perhaps the kind of the new normal, the new what to be expected. So it's going to be, the talent shortages are real and they are profound, and employers will really to up their game if they want to win at the talent war. And be proactive. Even if you're a Fortune 500 today, even if you're a technology company, I mentioned Google earlier, you just can't anymore rely just on your brand or your application, your employer referral network. You need to go out there, talk about your job opportunities, and target specifically the candidates you want to attract.
That's exactly right. We're looking at probably a 2-year lingering lag effect from what we've seen in these unemployment numbers at the minimum. Oh, there's somebody at my house, it sounds like. And so with that said, employers are looking at, yes, recruitment marketing and a little bit better brand and messaging, but definitely sourcing for many roles is going to be wildly important. And if you don't have a sourcing function right now at your organization, it's not really the time to try to create one necessarily. I mean, that's not something that's easily taught, and it's not something that's quickly ramped up. It takes time to build lists and to activate on them, and to get your CRM where it needs to be, if you even have a CRM, right? Exactly. And so Visage, interestingly, has a platform that acts like a CRM. It's pretty amazing. It acts like a light ATS. So you can put your candidates there. You can send your jobs to the cloud and the crowd. That is Visage's network of thousands of sourcers that are at will. And Visage's platform matches your job up specifically with those sourcers who typically send the best candidates back for that kind of job. And so within 24 hours, you get a sprint of 20 resumes, and it's amazing. It's like, wow, why didn't I just think of this before? Well, you maybe didn't know. Now you know, right?
Yeah, I do know. And what's something interesting we are noticing is that a lot of our users who are recruiters working at large employers or RPOs, what they do is, on Friday, they post their recs on the platform, and they come back on Monday to their desk, and they look at this beautiful short list of potential candidates for them to contact. And it's just a one click, we find all the email addresses. There is then a marketing automation element whereby we are going to ping the candidate once. If they don't respond, we send a second email. Everything we've done is to reduce the tedious work of looking at resumes one by one, trying to find an email, trying to engage and get responses. We really put that into a platform together with like some very light CRM features whereby you can collaborate with your team on jobs, involve your hiring managers. This is also one of the trends that I've noticed, is that now TA functions are like, we can't just do it. We've got 100 recs for each recruiter or 50 recs per recruiter. Hiring managers have to take the lead. So, they have the opportunity now to invite them on the Visage platform so they can help, calibrating the first batch, giving feedback to the community of sourcers so they improve for the subsequent batch. And I think that's getting us closer. The bottleneck or the limitation of the TA function as we know it because of the lack of recruiters today kind of enable us to reinforce this partnership with the business and have the hiring manager at the center, at the center of the recruitment process, which, this is a topic that we've been talking for many years. And I think it's happening because of market constraints today.
That's right. And it's been of sort of paramount importance with a lot of the of my customers that I've spoken to, who are very interested in being able to just pull that lever if they need to, which is what Visage is really there for. It's amazing. And when you do get these sort of hiring events, and some are going to be always on, but then there are others where you've got big projects that ramp up, and you've got to hire a dozen analysts or IT people or a sales force or whatever it is.
Right.
Visage is there for you, which is great.
Yeah, and the other scenario is typically an RPO that picks up a new client. They have to impress. They are on a pilot, and they want to put suitable candidates in front of their client, and they plug us in. We come and can source literally on hundreds of jobs, thousands or tens of thousands of candidates within weeks, getting them a head start so they can put their more permanent team. So this, I think the world today is like this flexibility, being able to scale up and down on demand, and having only the core TA function, like the core resources you need.
So next week's going to be interesting. We've got basically 3 days of activities happening during HR Technology Conference. We'll have roughly 3 nights as well. Some teams might stay for 4. There's going to be an interesting mix this year because we don't know what the numbers are going to do to attendance necessarily. Right. But I'm still looking forward to seeing some of the other new tech that's going to be available and showing. And again, it's going to be great to meet up with people. I mean, we haven't done this in a long time, and so I think that it's going to be a lot of hold your breath moments. We do have to show our new ID cards proving we've been vaccinated before we can enter. And but it's going to be at a great hotel, and we're going to hopefully have some meaningful and very tactical conversations happening.
Absolutely. And it's the word on the street is that we a lot of the employers, the buyers may not show up because of the concerns around Delta, but I'm still hopeful. I think people need to have this in-person type of setting, and I'm also looking forward to finally meeting face to face all our partners. When I say partners, it's all the ATS we are working with, and the smart recruiters, the Avature of the world, where we partner to deliver value to our clients. So it's going to be a unique opportunity to reinforce these relationships.
It absolutely is, and I am hearing that there are definitely some employers who are planning to attend, and they're the ones who are definitely going to be sort of on the cutting edge, right? Because it's not often that you kind of get most of a sales or marketing team or even some engineers to yourselves at one of these conferences for as much time as you want. So the employers that do go will get a lot of value out of it. And
So we changed a little bit our strategy on that event. So instead of coming with a large sales force, what we did is we have a mix of product people, of UX designers, and the idea is to immerse ourselves in our ecosystem, talk to partners, other vendors, understand where the market is going. So if you are an employer working at a large company, or if you are an RPO leader, come and talk to us because you have the opportunity to talk to a head of product or UX designer. So it's not going to be only us pitching or technology and trying to sell you something.
That's right. So if you are interested in having a conversation about your sourcing strategy or your recruitment marketing strategy, message me directly. I'll get it set up and we'll have a meeting. And it could be over a drink, could be over breakfast, it could be anywhere you like. It could be out by a pool. But we'll find a place and a time to meet up. And I want to hear from you because we've got a couple of days, right, to make some good connections with people who need this kind of help. And so if you do, let us know, and we'll definitely see you.
Yeah, and just to conclude, like the problem or we want to tackle is if your question is I don't have enough recruiters in my team, talk to us. That's what we're here for.
Absolutely. Yeah. Okay. So Joss Lefrancois, my friend, great to see you again, and looking forward to connecting with you next week.
I'll see you next week. Looking forward to this.
All right. Bye, everyone.
Bye.